Hey guys, welcome back to Sean Does DIY. Well, it's time to continue on with the remodel of my daughter's bedroom. We got the floor in, the closet's done. Now it's time to put up the trim and the molding, whatever you want to call it, so we can make this bedroom look like a bedroom again. All right, let's get started. All right, so let's go ahead and get the trim installed, the molding, whatever you want to call it. Now I went ahead and finished out the rest of the room. I just left these three walls here because of this little angled wall here. I wanted to be able to show you how to cut the miters on your molding, your trim, whatever you want to call it. It's real easy, so that's where we're going to start. We're going to find the angle and then we'll get our measurements and get the boards cut. So this is an obtuse angle, right? So because it's greater than 90 degrees. So it's really easy to find out what I need to cut my miter. So a straight line is 180 degrees, right? So we got to find the angle, and then we'll be able to determine how we're going to cut our miters. Now I'm going to use my electronic angle finder. You can use an analog one if you have one. These things are just real handy. So I'm going to turn it on. Okay, set it to 0. Go ahead and open it up. And we got, down here we got, let's see, 137.6, 137.2. So we'll probably call that 138. Let's see what this side is. This looks like about the same thing, 137.7, 137.5, yeah. So we're gonna call this 138. Makes it easy, close enough. All right, so we're just gonna take that 180 degrees. We're gonna subtract 138, which is what, 42, okay? So then we're gonna divide that by 2, and that's gonna give us 21. So that's gonna be our miter that we're gonna cut our boards to, and it should fit just right. All right, cool. So we're gonna get started. Let's see. Go ahead and get this one in here. Let's see, we'll call that 105 and a quarter. 105 and a quarter. All right. So I went ahead and pre-painted these boards out in the garage just to kind of make it easier. Put a coat on, sanded it, put another coat on. That way I don't have to make a big mess in here. All right, so we need 105. I'm gonna go ahead and measure from this side. I got the board sticking out the door there. All right, 105 and a quarter. 105 and a quarter. Cool. Now, you gotta remember on your obtuse angles, when you cut your miter, they're gonna be open, if that makes any sense, right? So they're gonna be cut at an angle from the long end will be on the back and the short end will be on the front, if that makes sense. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and set my chop saw here to, what do we say, 21? All right, let's see. Well, these saws are kind of nice. They got kind of pre-marked. They're like 22.5, 33.9, kind of the more common angles. There. All right. So right now, the way my board is wrong. If I cut it this way, it's not gonna fit, so we'll make it work. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna flip over my board and transfer this mark to the side so I can see it. What's nice about this one is it's got this light on it, so I can see where the blade's gonna go, cut it. Hopefully it should be good right there. Might just a little bit, just in case. Yeah. There we go. Okay. cut just a little long. That's fine. We'll chop off this right here. Just a little bit. Perfect. All right. Okay. So I'm going to cut all the pieces first, dry fit them, make sure they're good before I, nail them down and have one that's wrong or something. So, all right. So, how long is this piece? This one is 42. That's easy. Uh-oh. That piece is only 39. Okay, I hope I have it up. That is over there. Okay, just enough. Perfect. All right. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this one first. I'm going to cut it a little long here to make the piece easier to handle. 44, 20. All right. I'll go ahead and cut this one to 22, or 20, 21. Okay, this side, 42 on the long edge, on the back. So that's at 42. Yeah, that fits. A little long. A little long again. Just a hair. Yeah. Oh. All right, so that's pretty much it. And then you just do the same all the way around. Shoe molding is the same. Take these off so I'm not screaming at you here. So this is just some composite shoe molding. It's actually cheaper than the wood, so Never used it, but so far it seems to be working all right. It's paintable, stainable, not stainable, but paintable, it's sanded and all that good stuff, so. Cool, all right. So that's pretty much it. I think just nail it down, paint it, fill in the holes, you know, all that good stuff. I'm not gonna bore you with me just doing that because it's boring, so. Cool, all right, well there you go. So that's it. Once we get the room done, I'll spin it around, we'll show you the closet. It looks pretty cool, got the lights installed and everything. And then we'll move on and hopefully the next video, we'll do the desk. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and finish this up and then show you the room. Oh, here it makes right now. I was like, how did I cut that? All right, it was sitting on that. Perfect. There's a floating floor, so you don't want it sitting right on top of the floor, pressing down on it. That compressor's in the bathroom. That'll be the next thing. That desk built. There we go, guys. We got the trim installed and it's looking great. I'm really happy with the way it turned out. You know, trim's not really that complicated, you know, especially if you got angles and stuff like this that you got to deal with. You know, once you know that calculation, how to get that miter, you know, it's real easy and you can just get going, get the job done and move on. You know, and of course, once you get the trim up and painted and everything in a room like this, when you've been working on a project this long, you just can kind of see that finish line. You go, oh my gosh, it's starting to look like a room again. So yeah, like I said, I'm really happy the way it turned out. And now I'm ready to move on to the next project, which will be this desk. Finally fill in this hole that I've been staring at since I started this thing. But all right, guys, well, thanks for watching. Hey, if you like the video, do me a favor, hit that thumbs up button. If you want to subscribe, that'd be pretty sweet too. All right, guys, well, thanks for watching and we'll see you next time.